I have friends, personal friends, who could not go to their grandfather's funeral because it was illegal. It was illegal to attend their funeral. But we have Joe Biden, Al Sharpton, thousands of people, Democrats, it doesn't even matter their political affiliation at this point, going to the funeral of a man they have never met. Hi everybody, I haven't gone live in a while, but there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about because I've been having thoughts. I have my own opinions about everything that's going on, and I haven't seen a lot of prominent people on my side, prominent conservatives, talking about it. And for a while I thought, well geez, I have these certain opinions about George Floyd and the situation, but no one else shares what I'm saying. They're not saying the same things, and I was like, am I wrong? Is this a time where my opinion is the minority and I'm outnumbered here and I'm wrong? And I held my tongue. I said, okay, well, if no one else is saying the same things, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to be the one that gets thrown under the bus for this. Until Candace Owens spoke up. And I'm not one to really trust Candace Owens a whole bunch. I have problems with her past. But she inspires me. She does. She inspires me. And I watched her recent live stream about George Floyd, and she hit every single point that I have been feeling, that I've seen nobody else talk about. And I was like, finally, while I am a voice out there and I have a platform and everything, I'm still just a human being. And I still need people to inspire me too. As much as I want to inspire other people to stand up for what they believe in and not be afraid of the mob, I also need that inspiration sometimes too. And Candace Owens gave it to me, so big props to her. I look up to Candace Owens because even if she might be wrong about something, boy, she doesn't give one shit. She doesn't give a shit if people don't like her for it. And that's so inspirational, so shout out to her. What I have been holding my tongue about, and this makes me it kind of makes me emotional. Children, especially babies, unborn babies in this country, are looked at. They're so demonized from the left to, they have a right to be killed by their mother. They have the right to not live. They're a parasite to women in this country. We're at a point right now in 2020 where Joe Biden is attending a funeral service for a man he never met. I don't even know if he knows he's there. He probably got shuffled there from his campaign team to make a photo op out of something tragic that happened. Why are we acting like George Floyd is the person we need to prop up, or Black Lives Matter needs to prop up and say, this is the person we want you guys to focus on? This is the person we want you to feel sorry for. He's the best type of person that, out of all the people who have been wrongly killed by the police, why are you propping up a man who held a loaded gun to a pregnant woman's belly? Why? Why is that the person that we are making a martyr out of this cause? And it makes me so mad, guys. He did not deserve to die from being a knee on his neck. He did not deserve to die like that. Doesn't matter. That's not justice for what he did. That's not how our justice system works. And I have a lot of opinions, and I'm going to be speaking about this a lot. A lot of conservatives say, if you don't want to be censored anymore, make your own platform. Well, I did. I did make my own platform, guys. LibertyHangout.tv. So I did it. I did what everybody's been asking. I made my own platform. If you want to hear more, I have a lot of opinions about this. They're on the site, libertyhangout.tv, if you want to go. My voice is shaking. I'm so upset, guys. So this is the man that we are supposed to say, let's go to memorialize him. And then when they chant Black Lives Matter, say his name, what about the woman? What about the woman that he held a gun to? Not only did he threaten a black woman's life, he threatened a black baby's life. Because guess what? I'm here to remind everybody, a baby in the womb is still a baby. It still matters. Their life still matters. so tired of just being reminded every day. A man that is running for president, Joe Biden, is going to a funeral service for this man. And you guys can talk about, his rap sheet for drug offenses and everything. Let's throw that out of there. Let's throw the drug offenses out of there. Okay, he did drugs, all right. He held a gun to a pregnant woman's belly. He just got released 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Why is he not still in jail for that? There are better people that deserve the limelight than George Floyd. There are better people. There are better people Black Lives Matter can give us than George Floyd. And I'm so tired of holding my tongue and saying it. Once again, before this gets clipped up and people want to raid me for it and come at me and send me death threats, he did not deserve to die with a knee on his neck. No, he didn't deserve that. No matter what he had in his system. He didn't deserve to die like that for 8 minutes like that. No, all right? But it doesn't really account for the fact that we have a man running for president that is at his funeral service. And if we cared more about unborn children in this country, more than 1 million babies every year are slaughtered. They don't exist anymore. No one like them. No one with their DNA, no one like them will ever exist again in this country. If we cared more about them, George Floyd would not be the person that Black Lives Matter is holding up. I'm so sick of it. And then something else that bothers me. I have friends, personal friends, who could not go to their grandfather's funeral because it was illegal. It was illegal to attend their funeral. But we have Joe Biden, Al Sharpton, thousands of people, Democrats, it doesn't even matter their political affiliation at this point, going to the funeral of a man they have never met. But my friend, lives a couple hours away from me, could not go and memorialize his grandfather. If that does not make you guys mad, I don't know what will. Instead, we are okay. Apparently, the cure for a pandemic in this country is rioting and looting. Apparently, that's the cure because I don't hear anybody from CNN complaining about it. I don't see it anymore. I don't see them talking about how they shouldn't go to this funeral or else they're going to spread the disease and kill their grandmas. I'm just mad. I'm mad, and I'm so thankful Candace Owens did something to inspire me to make this video. What do you guys think? Are you just as equally angered as I am over this? My friends couldn't go to their grandfather's funeral, but by God, CNN broadcast this funeral of a man they don't know. We did a whole section on libertyhangout.tv talking about the truth about police brutality. Here's a little snippet for you. It really doesn't exist. It really doesn't exist when we talk about it in racial terms. I want to remind you guys that if you're a conservative and you want to go out there and march for George Floyd, and you want to march for Black Lives Matter, and you want to stand with them because you do agree that kneeling on someone's neck is wrong and the police should never be trained to do that, standing against police aggression is a noble thing to do, especially as a conservative. We don't think police do anything wrong. There's a lot of people on our side who don't think they do anything wrong. Standing against police aggression is noble. Standing with Black Lives Matter is not. In fact, it's worse. It's worse than standing against police aggression and being noble. And let me tell you why. If you march with Black Lives Matter, you throw any type of truth from what you stand for out of the window. These people that march with Black Lives Matter will never march with you because they are not against police brutality. They're not. If they were, they would not march for the police to come to your door with their own guns to take your guns. They want the police to force their roles of society on you with guns. They want the police to take your firearms from you, force them to give you their money and fund their programs, their welfare programs. They're only against police in general, because they commit the most crimes. They commit the most crimes. They don't want to be held accountable for them. If you are 6% of the population, black men, and you commit 44% of the murders in this country, of course you don't want the police to be around, because they're going to stop you. 9, count it, 9 unarmed black men were killed by the police last year. That doesn't mean they're innocent. Well, I don't know the full story on all 9 of them. But what I do know is that when this is all done and over and people are done rioting, there will be more people who died from these riots than unarmed black men that died last year. I'm done with the race-baiting bullcrap. I'm done with it. I'm so done with it. And I'm done pretending like these people care about police brutality when they want to send police into our homes and leave us defenseless. Abolish the police. Well, no, they don't want to abolish the police before they take your guns. That's not what their movement is about. Their movement is about going up to you with phones out here recording and making you kneel in front of them. If you kneel to say you're sorry for being white, you know what I'm not going to say it because we'll get censored. You know what I think about you. You know what I think about you. You're a coward. You're a coward. And if you're a man doing this, if you're a man kneeling because you're so sorry for your white privilege, holy, you had a wife? I tell her to divorce you. That's the most pathetic crap I've ever seen. You know what? I'm just done with it, guys. I'm just done with it. We're at a point in our country where the man we must kneel for and show solidarity with is a man who pointed a loaded gun to a pregnant woman's belly because he wanted some drugs and some money with his friends. It's not going to happen. I'm not marching with people who want to use police aggression and brutality against me. They want to use it against me. They want to use it against you. If you don't pay your taxes, guess what? These people think you're stealing from them. If you don't pay your taxes and fund their programs, and when I say these people, I don't mean black people. I mean the people supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, because there's a lot of guilty white people in there too. They're Democrats. They're Democrats, they're leftists, Antifa, the whole mix. They want the police to aggress against conservatives, against white people, and leave them alone so they commit the crime that they commit in this country. That's what it's about. And if you're blind enough to think that standing with them is going to save you one day, it's not. They're not going to save you. Denouncing Kaitlin Bennett, I'm going to stand with Black Lives Matter and Antifa and against police brutality. Oh, by the way, I hate Kaitlin Bennett. I'm not like her. I'm not one of those conservatives. They don't care. They don't care. They demonize gun owners. They want the police to come in and take. Beto said it right there. Hell yeah, we're going to take your AR-15. Who's going to come and take it? The police! They want the police to aggress against you. And then when they're done aggressing against you and taking every means of defense that you have for your family, they prop up. They want to abolish the police and prop up a man who aggressed against an unborn child, a black child. Are donations going to her? Are donations going to her child's education fund? No, they're not. They're not. So, Black Lives Matter, here's a message for you. I doubt any of you guys are listening because you only come to my videos to threaten me. I'm not going to care about your movement until you find someone better to prop up. And I'm serious. I'm not going to stand and march with you for a man who threatened the life of a baby who has not even been born yet. And if Joe Biden is going to stand and memorialize a man like that, question what is going on in this country. He wants to be your president. Doesn't care about your child. He doesn't care. I'm glad I got to vent. That was pent up in me all day. I'm not kidding, and I haven't even told my husband this. It has made me want to cry. How we treat unborn children in this country. And we excuse the behavior of men due to their skin color. We excuse that behavior. And I'm not even talking about the if we add it all up, all the years he's been in prison for drugs, I don't care about that. Go do cocaine, okay. The line is drawn when you hold a loaded gun to a pregnant woman's belly because you want a high. You want some fix. You want her money. You want her cell phone. Nope, that's where I crossed the line. I'm not marching. And even if this was a great man, I still wouldn't march with them because their movement isn't about police brutality, which I just went through. It is what it is, guys. And if you're a conservative out there and you're virtue signaling over this, I promise you, they will not spare you. Your house, when they're ransacking all these houses after they take your guns away, it doesn't matter if you denounce Trump, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They'll still come for you. They'll still come for you. And us conservatives who didn't virtue signal, we're not going to back you up. I think it's time for conservatives to come together, realize who's in this seriously, who's there for each other, who's speaking the truth, who will defend each other, and stick with them. Stick with them. Stop virtue signaling. So, that's pretty much all that I have to say. I'm so glad I got to vent. I'm so glad Candace Owens spoke out to inspire me. Like I said, we all need, no matter who you are in this country, I'm sure Candace Owens needs inspiration too, to know that other people feel the same way as her. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you want to support my work, you can go to libertyhangout.tv. That's our own network where I don't have to be censored. I don't have to be censored anymore. Conservatives always say, if you don't want to be censored, you start your own thing. Well, I did. I did start my own thing. And now it's time for conservatives to back me up and making sure that we can keep this going. We don't get AdSense. We don't, basically, that site is going to be funded from you guys supporting my work, wanting to hear my uncensored content like this. This is the boldest thing I think I've said on social media in a long time because I'm scared of their censorship. And I want to let you guys know that this is the type of, these are the opinions I have. I have strong opinions that I leave out from social media because of censorship. So, I need you guys to back me up with this new, this new website. Because I don't have corporations backing me. It's you guys. You can also support my work at KaitlinBennett.org. Don't forget, there's a lot of people on that team that think exactly the way I do. And it's for them that I'm able to keep going out here and traveling when I'm able to. So thank you guys for watching. We had, I think, 11,000 people watching. That's a first, I think, for me. And I hope you guys are not scared to speak out. I hope that the way Candace inspired me to say this stuff and speak out, it inspires you guys to not be afraid to have these conversations or say things that you truly feel. Because I needed Candace. I needed her to inspire me and show me that I was not alone in thinking these things. I knew that I wasn't, but for the first time in a long time, I seriously felt like, oh my gosh, I can't say this. I can't say this right now with everything going on. So I'm glad that I was here to say it. I feel a lot better. I'm proud of myself because if we don't stand up for the most vulnerable in our country, unborn children, no one will. We have a whole Democratic side, a whole political party, people running for president who don't give two craps about children. And we know they don't because they stand up and memorialize the guy who threatened to kill one. So, okay, with that, I'm signing off. Guys, don't be afraid to say what you think. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share, hit that subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you want to support my work, you can become a patron at patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett and receive cool perks like an autographed photo from me in the mail each month. Or you can go to KaitlinBennett.org and get up to 75% off and free shipping on supplements and merchandise to support my work and start living a healthy life. My favorite product is Turbo Force because it gives me all the energy I need to make it through a long day of doing interviews. There are tons of other health supplements you can choose from to keep your body healthy during these uncertain times. And check out the website banned.video to see uncensored content from conservative creators that have been erased from social media.